decent. Okay, there we go. And we're going to go don't starve, turn that off, add can I add Twitch chat on here? Alright, so tutorial time, guys. OBS adding Twitch chat. How to add a chat overlay. But how are you doing today, Vamp? Okay, but where do I want to try this at? Let's see, we spawned right there. Where's an area? Okay, well, I'll have to do that off stream, but we'll figure out. Okay, so I'm thinking right here because there's not as much we have to clear. Let's see, dress. Let's make ourselves one of those, and one of those. So we move as fast as we can as Wicker Bottom. Okay, you're bored. That's kind of where I was at. So I was like, oh, you know what? Let's stream for a little bit. Then I'll probably, like I might stream for a few hours, might then probably take a break and come back and stream later on tonight. Okay, so since we're in God mode, let's just go ahead and kill all these bees. DST tonight or Rito, but it's not Sunday. I was actually thinking about it. I might actually try to stream some DST with caves, but I'm going to start it off as a solo run. And then I might try to start adding people into it as, kind of one at a time to test the latency and whatnot for everybody. Because honestly, everybody's been playing DST lately. And it's on sale. Extra DST Arito. Okay, this should be more than enough. Yeah, I think that should be enough room. Okay, so we're going to make a pitchfork to test the Sunday cave save with more than 3 people. Well, and that's kind of what I was thinking, is playing a cave save on stream, and we'll kind of just go from there and see how it works. Pick up that flower. Okay, so let's see. Let's just dig and we're going to start with our normal grid that we use. That reminds me. Settings. Let's get some sound effects going. Okay. Because I'm basically copying this idea from a post I saw on Reddit. So this is not an original idea. This is something that someone else came up with, and it's actually a pretty decent setup. So I wanted to kind of practice it and see, kind of how I would get it going. Also, let's get myself a Krampus sack. Oh wait, there it is. Okay. Alright, let me look at these images, because it's something from... So basically, here's the imager for anybody that cares, so they can kind of follow along. And then here's the Reddit post itself, to give credit to the original person. Okay, so an area devoid of, let's see, loot and primates. Place a monkey ball within the stone walls below the cactus. Okay. So we've got 2 withered. So let's just kind of start in the center here. Okay, I need withered elephant cactus. See if I can even find them in here. Let's see, rocky turf, savanna turf, wood flooring. Oh, that's right. I remember this. The turf I think I'm gonna have to spawn in. I can't use this add-on. Clicking links is a lot of work right now. Well, this is kind of more of the advanced stuff anyways, Vamp. So, I mean, you don't necessarily have to know how to do it. You can just awe at the fanciness once it's done. Okay, let's see here. Mud turf. I'm just curious to see what that even looks like. Let's see, fungal turf. Forest turf. Fishbone. Cutlass Supreme. Cobblestone, cave rock turf, carpeted flooring, checkered flooring. The booty bag. Let's see here. So basically, it's official Griever is becoming an early morning streamer. I've honestly thought about streaming more during the daytimes while I've been off work, just because. Elephant cactus plant, don't starve. So it looks like we're going to be spawning this one in. But I do want to see what this mud turf looks like. Oh, that's mud turf. Okay. Okay, so I want withered. So C give if I can spell cactus right. 2. Elephant cactus. Okay, can I get an active one? I wonder if it's C spawn. Okay. So then we get a Cutlass Supreme. We'll go ahead and knock these bad. Okay. So let's do that. And then, okay, there's a way around this. Where is Ash? Nowhere in the world is it 12 on the dot. 12:33 right now for me. Okay. See, if the game doesn't let you spawn something in, there's always a way around it. Okay. So we've got that. And then we have to have the turf. Behavior. Let's see here. Can be planted close enough to block the movement of mobs. Oh, let's see. Can only be planted on magma turf, ashy turf, or volcano turf. So let's look at volcano turf. We're just gonna get ourselves a bunch of this stuff. Turf, volcano. Okay, so that gets the basic parts here. I'll be in front of my PC in approximately 80 hours. Nice. Oh, Sari, I'll have to show you a game I played on League here earlier this morning. Needless to say, Scion Carry is officially a thing. Okay, so it looks like they do it on one piece of turf. So let's keep it to that. And they plant okay, then they take a lantern, they drop it, say, there. Actually, hold on. Let's go ahead and do the lantern glitch so I've got some light. 2, 3, 4. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get some extra. Since it's going to take us a couple in-game days to actually build this. And then one more. Okay, save and quit. Okay. So there's a lot of times you gotta kind of practice this thing, or things like this, before you actually try them out. Oh. Okay. So once again, let's enable, nope. God mode. Where's my, give all recipes, and we don't really need the map at this point. Okay. So we've got this. We've got light to use. Okay, so then we create a monkey ball. And it goes right there. Okay, so we now have a monkey ball. Then we take some stone walls. We go, okay. No, I said build, not drop. Okay, gotta go over one more. And we basically do our best to enclose this, leaving pretty much no room for anything to either to get in or get out. Okay, don't need those. Alright, so this is the basis of the farm right here, where we have withered elephant cacti, and the reason for them will be apparent here in a second because they interact uniquely with ice flingomatics. Okay, so then this person built a couple of lightning rods. What was that? Looks about right there. We'll say right there. Okay, and then looks like just for decoration. You know what, that's fine. Okay, checker, let's see. Structures. I'm basically trying to like visually recreate what I see here. So bear with me as I kind of play around with stuff. Okay. It looks like this is a little bit bigger than our normal, like, what is it? 5x5 square that we do, but this will work for the time being. One more. Okay. Then, as with any good farm that you build, there's always hay walls. Cause, hey guys. Okay. And a few more. Okay. Now on the sides, I'm going to make the walls like a little bit thicker. mostly to just help kill the monkeys. And a few more. Okay. So here's the base layout. Or at least, and now this isn't exactly, because their hay walls are a little less sparse. What's up there, Roz? How you doing? But I kind of want to make sure that, you know, we're burning things down sufficiently. Okay, so ice phlegmatics. Go away, bird. So we're going to put one flingo right there. We'll put another flingo. We'll say just like that. Let's see, right there on that one. So we're going to come over here. We'll say right there. We'll put this flingo. Bird, go away. Let's see here. Put it right there. Okay, so instead of right there, right there. Okay. Let's make ourselves a torch. Turn our flingos on. Now, as you can see there, the flingos are already trying to interact with the elephant cactus. Okay, and see, this is why you test stuff, because you learn what works and what doesn't. So it may be where I light this on fire and then turn the flingos on. Okay, so the flingers are working. We've got our hay walls. I have a fluffle mutter banana sandwich, so I'm pretty good. Okay. So apparently now we just need to place our primate huts. Which are these things? I fucking hate monkeys. Okay, so we're gonna do... Okay, bird, go away. So monkey tries to get monkey ball, immediately frozen. Let's see, that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, so... of course, as you can see, the more monkeys you have, I'm not going to make this look as neat as I would want it to. Okay. So this is actually kind of cool. So at this point, you have two options, as the original poster says. You can either individually kill each monkey. So basically go around and do this. Now eventually this will summon Krampus. So keep that in mind. Apparently they picked up lanterns. But as you can see, it's a rather effective farm. You get morsels, you get bananas, you get all sorts of other goodies. Now the other thing that you can do is you can light your farm on fire, which apparently does not work very well with just a torch, so I'm going to try it with a star collar staff and see if that works any better. Because this thing produces a permanent, or I shouldn't say a permanent, but a 2-minute long spell that burns anything around it, which will then kill the monkeys automatically. And then while that's running, if you happen to have, say, scale mail, or playing as, I think it's Wendy, you can then walk in and just pick up the loot. And since we pick up the loot, it keeps the fires under control. So then you're like, okay, well, I've got all these bananas and morsels. Well, what do I do with them? Okay, so you come over here, build a crock pot, and go ahead and get an ice maker because I think we need some of that. Let's also make an ice box. C give ice 40. So the star collar staff's still running. We got our bananas, we got our morsels, we got ice. Now, if I remember right, don't starve crock pot simulator. So we've got re-energized, actually this is shipwrecked. So if you take bananas, okay, so bananas, where's ice? Ice. And then says inedibles. So bananas, 2 twigs. Okay. So with all these bananas here, you go, alright, banana, ice, twigs, so you start cooking banana pops, and let's just make a couple couple more of these. Nope, I only want one. Cook, okay. Put these up. I don't even care at this point. Alright, so you got these banana pops. So C, set sanity to 0. God mode off. Well, this is what you do with all these banana pops. I got 133 sanity out of 4 banana pops. Cast spell. So yeah, basically, at the same time, we've managed to create a banana farm, a morsel farm, effectively a food farm. And if you really wanted to, I bet you could place seeds down in here. Like, let's say... What, birds of the world? Let's try this. I'm curious. Make sure I got a couple sanity foods ready. Let's go ahead and wear a feather hat. Stand here, read Birds of the World. It works as a good, depending on which turf you have down. Looks like it works as a good feather farm as well. So keep that in mind, that you can alter. So, not too bad, I must say. For some testing. Why is there random stone? That. Okay, go ahead and clean up the farm here for a second. Murder. And then, of course, you know, as the monkeys get closer, we're like, alright, let's cast the spell again. Did that not work? Oh, there it goes. So, yeah. I like this idea. I honestly, I don't think I ever would have thought to put something like this together. Not bad. Not bad at all. Once again, they keep picking up the stupid lanterns, which is annoying. But what do you expect from monkeys? But yeah, I mean, they're literally just being drawn in by that monkey ball. And the great thing is that the monkey ball is not losing any durability. Yeah, the ambient temperature might be hot, but I'm still immune to fire. Oh yeah, you can push frozen targets. So like for the ones that are way on the outside, yeah, just push them into the fire. You know? Don't say Griever never told you to murder anything. As that monkey runs off for a second, only to come back and get frozen. Now, doing this the other way without the Starcaller staff, let's see how long it takes to summon Krampus. We'll wait for another batch of monkeys to come out. But I mean, that's a lot of... I mean, this thing alone would set you for food even better than a Fire Farm, to be honest. Because I've gotten random butterfly wings, of course, morsels and feathers from the birds. We've got our bananas. We've got an Ice Maker 3000 here, which we could technically get all of the ice that we needed from. You just have to supply it with wood. And honestly, the Flingamatics aren't excessively being, you know, used. No, not the walls. See, there's Krampus. So, you know, of course, if you wanted to, this would be a good way to farm a Krampus sack, if need be. Yes, because you bastards keep stealing the lanterns. I guess to improve upon this, the only other thing that I would do is maybe wall it in, or wall in the lanterns so that you still get the light, but you're not... They're not able to be stolen by the monkeys, I would say. But, and I mean, at least they can't steal the center one, which is nice. And then this one's kind of protected because that's where, you know, you stand. This one's not even really needed, as long as you've got the 4 flingos here going. I mean, we're on day 4. We've got a stack and a half of morsels. So once you build this, I would say make sure that you have drying racks for all the morsels. Plenty of ice for the banana pops. I'm trying to think, what else? Let's see. Discovery, bananas. So you can make fistful of jams, banana pops. Let's see. Recipes that bananas are used in. So looks like you could use them as filler in a turkey dinner. You could make fistful of jam. You could make a fruit melody trail mix, so that would be banana filler, banana pops, or fresh fruit crepes. So let's see here. So fruit melody is, let's see, and a twig. Okay, so this would be a fruit melody. So you go 1, 2, 3, and where'd my twigs go? And a twig. This provides 20 hunger, or 20 health, 25 hunger, 5 sanity, and it gives you minus 40 to your heat for 5 seconds. So this is something that's good to be made during, say, the summer, because it keeps you cool. What's up, Akane? What else can we be made with the bananas? Let's see. If we just do 4 bananas themselves, you get a fistful of jam, which you'll see here in a second. Alright, let's go kill some more monkeys. Oh, yep, there's another Krampus. Which is a nice thing about the Krampus, is the fact that he gets frozen as well. No, no Krampus sack. Okay, that gave me a fruit melody. Why didn't it give me a fistful of jam? No meat, no veggie, no inedible. So what if I do banana, banana, and then a berry? Oh, it looks like it's kind of, it looks like it might be random. So like one time you might get a fruit melody if you do all bananas, and then another time you might get a fistful of jam, I think. Yep, see, there's the fistful of jam. Okay. So if you want the fistful of jam, you're going to have to do it. It's going to be random unless you use berries. But if you're using the bananas and you specifically want the fruit melody, use the twig, because the fistful of jam can have no inedibles in it. Okay, so let's see. What else was there? The turkey dinner, trail mix, those were both filler. Banana pop. What was that last one? Fresh fruit crepes. Is that a shipwreck thing? Discovery. Recipe list. Lobster dinner. Ceviche, bisque. I don't see that recipe. That's weird. Fruit melody. Teach me how to not starve, Dad. Well, this is just me testing out a new farm I found on the Don't Starve subreddit. So if you're not part of the subreddit, you don't see things like this very often. But what's up there, Nick R29? No, not the walls. Okay, I gotta repair this wall because I accidentally destroyed it. Repair. Gotta repair this wall too. we go. And repair that. Okay. See if we can get another Krampus. Because, like, at this point, I'm just kind of screwing around. Oh no, our Cutlass Supreme. Yep, there's another Krampus. Come a little closer there, buddy. Little closer. You know you want to. Well, fine. Be that way. Come here. Come here. I said come back here. Oh no, look. It's juicy stuff on the ground that you can steal. That's what I thought. Oh my god. That would have been the charcoal. I was like, wait, no, you can't set the Krampus sack on fire. But yeah. So, I mean, I pretty much had these things running for 2-3 days now. Let's do this. Let's catch stuff on fire again. Twas greed that killed the Krampus. Alright. We've got our scale mail on, so we're actually immune to the fire itself. Now you can overheat if you're not careful. So look at all them bananas. And you know the great thing about this, guys, is it works as me murdering the stupid, annoying apes that I always hate. Oh yeah, I forgot I left my Birds of the World book there. Whoops. Let's just put that over here. Let's see. Now, during that subreddit, someone else brought up a new idea for a Varg Farm, which I actually kind of like. So I think I'm going to try to duplicate the Varg Farm. So let's reveal our map again. That way we can kind of find a little area to play in. Oops. We'll wait till the fire stops. Where's Glommer's Goop? I need some of that. I don't want this stuff catching on fire. Okay. That way, it just keeps going. Okay, let's turn God mode back on. Alright, so where on the map could we do a Varg Farm that would be interesting? You know, I think we're just gonna go right over here. So let's take off our feather hat, make ourselves another sleek hat so we move quickly, and off we go. Don't need those. Okay, not too much to uproot over here. Thank goodness. Okay, so we got the idea for or for those of you who were last time, we have done a Varg Farm before. This one's going to be a little bit different. If I can burn all this shit down. Makes it easier in the long run. Because then it all turns to ash, and then I don't have to worry about it, and yada yada yada. The trees I do actually have to take care of, but it still makes, you know, clearing out an area faster. Okay, so pick that up. Make myself an axe. Drop that there. Light this, and these on fire. Oh no, it's burning! Seriously? I said burn! Okay, pretty much takes care of what we need. Not even gonna bother with replacing turf. Okay, so with this image, okay, so they've got a lightning rod here, I would assume for some type of protection. Now this is interesting. The cactus flagomatic can be widely applied. See Varg Farm. Why would you want to keep them frozen, though? Either way, okay. Let's do this. Let's see. We need... Just gonna put this over here, along with this, and this, and this. This can all be eaten. Just to get it out of my inventory. That can be put there. Okay. So we've got some stone walls already. No. Okay, telelocator focus. Okay, go ahead and build that there. Structures. And if you guys have any questions about what I'm doing or how I'm specifically setting something up, you know, feel free to ask. So I don't mind answering questions while I'm doing this. Okay, so they can't get through there. And then... And I'm building all the parts, but I'm actually going to spawn the Vargs inside here so that you guys can kind of see how this should work. Alright. So then, of course, we have a crock pot over here in case we need some food. Go ahead and put an ice box next to it as well. Now, the image I'm looking at specifically has a phlegmatic and some elephant cactus next to the Vargs in order to keep them frozen. Now, I don't quite understand why you would want to do that, so we're going to do it without first. Alright, so I gotta wait till daytime so I can kind of work and whatnot and still see what I'm doing. So give me a second here, I'm gonna take a drink. Okay. So I need to make myself another pitchfork. Go ahead and just set that right there then. Alright, let's do this. Now if this does what I think, or what I hope it does, then this will be nice. Okay, so you got your Vargs here. You basically take a patch of, or path of volcano turf here, because you have to have this in order to put the elephant cactus down. No, god dang it. Now the nice thing about elephant cactus, especially the withered ones, is that they are invincible. Okay, so C spawn cactus active. Let's just say 20. Okay, so we're in God mode, so we can't be hurt. Alright, let's go ahead and wither all these. It's gonna take us a second, but just like this will at least give us elephant cactus to start with. Because I don't want to have to hop back and forth between a shipwreck world and whatnot to get all these. But you'll see why some of the more veteran players say elephant cactus are so powerful. Yeah, each time you see a cactus spike pop up here, that means one of these cactus is going into their dormant state, which is just this little nub here that you see at the bottom. So, once again, it's going to take us a second, but we'll get there. And you will generate plenty of these cactus spikes as you kind of do this process. But I was for those of you who didn't necessarily join at the beginning of the stream, I tried to spawn these in like in my inventory, and for some reason it just wasn't working. So I don't know if for the console command you actually have to be in shipwrecked for these to work. Okay, screw this. Let's do, where's the Cutlass Supreme? Let's make this faster. start digging them up. Okay. Let's just move these over here. Don't need this stuff anymore. Or that. Or that. Or that. Or those. Or this. Or this. Of course, you know, still don't have enough inventory space. So yeah, you'll eventually, if you play around with elephant cactus at all in the game, eventually, even with making the cactus armor, you're still going to be swimming in these things. So feel free, they do act as a weapon. So, you know, feel free to use them as such. Slightly off topic, but what's your question, Chaos? My opinion on Tristana. I mean, she's a decent ADC. So, you know. Really what there, Hakuna Matata? Okay. So, plant. Now here's the question. Can I walk around? Oh, I can't walk around the edge. But like more specifically, like what are you wanting to know about Tristana? Like, personally, I think in lower elos, she's actually a pretty decent ADC. In higher elos, I don't know so much. Okay, so now here's the thing about withered elephant cactus. I don't know, playing her in and out of lane. Okay, let me finish this thought first. But as you can see here, it almost looks like you could walk through them, but you can't. Okay? So then, what we do is we'll take some lanterns here. We're going to go ahead and drop those. So that way we've got light. Pick this one up. I'll answer your question here in just a second, Chaos. Okay, come on. There we go. Make a couple more of them. Okay. Go ahead and do the lantern glitch here. Okay. Okay. So, opinions on Triss, playing her in and out of lane. The one thing that you have to remember with Tristana is that you're always going to be pushing your lane. So, I mean, picking her against champions that, say, have a hard time farming under tower, so, like, Ezreal has to expend a lot of mana to farm under tower, Vayne has a hard time without, you know, abusing tumble. You know, things like that are what you could keep in mind. So let's go ahead and put that there so there's some light there too. So, you know, of course you're always going to be pushing with her because of her E. And this is from a support's perspective. So you're always going to be pushed up. So having a support like, say, Thresh, for example, or Janna that can peel for you, because you're probably going to get ganked by their opposing jungler if the opposing jungler is good, because they'll see you pushed up all the time. So that's, you know, with Tristana, you want to make sure you always have vision and whatnot to, you know, kind of counteract that. Okay. So we have our wall of elephant cactus. And then, let's see. I don't need the mini map again. Let's go ahead and enable all recipes for creative mode, God mode. Okay, let's look at this here. So, oops. C spawn, elephant, cactus, active. We'll do another, let's see, that was 20 and I had 6 left over. So that was 14. 6 and 6 is 12, so another 8 should get me what I need. Thinking about going back to top bot, playing jungle tilts me too hard. Well, jungle's in a and Nightblue was even admitting this earlier on stream, in the fact that jungle's in a weird place along with AD carries. Like, even he was admitting that he's having a hard time carrying as a jungler, just for the simple fact that, you know, sometimes you just have lanes that feed out of control. And there's nothing, you know, there's not much that he can necessarily do about it. And so then by the time, you know, even, you know, 10 minutes into the game where a lane has snowballed so crazily out of control that even he can't, you know, stop what's going on. Okay. So then we've got the first row. Okay, walk between that. Perfect. Then we get a second row here. Now, hopefully I didn't build this to where it's too close, but I would definitely recommend anytime you use active elephant cactus that you have a cactus armor built. So those cactus spikes that you have, you just come over here to your fighting tab, scroll down to cactus armor, and it's 3 spikes and 1 log suit. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and gonna go ahead and equip our cactus armor so that we have it on us. Now, to fertilize these things, you actually need ash. So C give ash 20. Okay. But you only want to fertilize this back row. am going to test one more thing here to see. Yeah, see, like if you walk too close, you see how they actually attack you? That's why having the cactus armor is actually really important. Place, I can. Okay. So this is awkward. Luckily, I can make a lazy explorer and get myself out of this, because right now I'm wedged in this spot. So you got to be careful about doing things like this when you're working. So having a lazy explorer is kind of handy. Otherwise, you might get yourself into that spot. But it does turn God mode off, so just to make sure. I should be invincible right now. If not, that's okay. Alright, so we've got our Varg Farm set up here with elephant cacti that are active. We've got withered elephant cacti, which act as the wall. Okay. And the important thing about the withered elephant cacti is they can't burn. So you don't have to worry about fire hounds during the summer. I don't think lanterns can burn, but we'll find out. And so let's spawn ourselves a couple of Vargs. So C spawn Varg. We'll get 2 of them. But basically what you would do is you would put your purple gems here and then you just teleport them in. And then you just stand here. Now, unfortunately, it's not attacking them as fast as I would prefer. But it's still a passive farm. You don't have to refill phlegmatics or anything like that. If you wanted to make it a little bit better, you could remove these lanterns, put the elephant cactus a little bit closer to the withered ones, and then put the lanterns right behind it. Now the thing here to be careful of is that you only want to be over here, you know, or when you're over here, you know, you're like, okay, well, how do I get out of here without dying? Okay, so what you do is you build yourself a pan flute, or you have yourself a pan flute on you. Let's have ourselves some light as well. So we can do this during the nighttime. Okay. So if you play a pan flute, it puts the Vargs to sleep. Okay. So then, well, I said go to sleep. So then you can come out here and kind of collect things without, you know, being interrupted. But, you know, not too bad on the, of course, monster meat. We got ourselves a fair amount of hound's teeth. And then, of course, you know, because the Vargs are asleep, they're not summoning hounds. So we just walk away into the night. Just like this. And as long as we're not near the Vargs, they're not summoning hounds, So what I'll do is I'll wait till daytime, and then I'll show you how, basically how you walk back in there and whatnot. So la-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. Okay, God mode is not on. No. Oh, shit! Did not mean to do that. Am I excited for Charlie's expansion? The Shadow Mistress? Her expansion? Okay. Bad Hound. Okay. So, take that off. Go ahead and make ourselves another cactus armor so we don't get mauled. Tristan's in a weird spot at the moment. I agree. Okay, so going back, the nice thing is walking up here, it's not like you have to worry about hounds being spawned or anything like that. You just walk back over here and stand here for a minute, and as long as you've got a pan flute, so, you could always put, say, a chest or two down here, so that you could have supplies for your pan flute, there's the extra cactus spikes, so let's go ahead and just do this. Make yourselves a couple of extra cactus armors to have here. Hold on a second, guys. I got a phone call coming in. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I would have ignored that phone call, except for the fact that it was actually my workman's comp wanting an update. So you guys kind of see the farm intact here. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to spawn in some firehounds just so you guys can see how it interacts with like the different, you know, like if you're doing this during summer or doing it during winter. Let's see here. So I want summer hounds. So it's going to be C spawn. Firehound. And we'll do 4. Because at best, there's 4 hounds that get summoned at a time with each of the Vargs. So those guys get summoned in. And boom, just like that, you see the withered elephant cactus can't catch on fire. But okay, and even the lanterns don't catch on fire. So you know that this is going to stand the test of time because the hounds can't even break through in summer. And then we'll do the same thing. We'll spawn some ice hounds as well because I think it's the same prefab. Yep. So this acts as a meat farm. As you see there was a blue gem that dropped. So you could use this as not only a blue gem, but a red gem farm. And as you stockpile those, you can refine those 2 gems into purple gems. So it works as a red gem, a blue gem, a purple gem farm, monster meat farm, houndstooth farm. And the other nice thing is, like, for these over here that aren't being used, I could have swore you could pick these. But I think that's only in the volcano. My bad. Charlie's expansion is already active. Oh, okay. So that's the okay. The new, yeah, I know about A New Reign, and yes, part 2 is already out. I was actually watching Glurms yesterday try to domesticate his beefalo. So there's beefalo riding. And then, as always, you know, when you're ready to finish doing this, play your pan flute, put the Vargs to sleep, and then just come out here and start collecting. And even, you know, and even if they do start summoning the hounds and the hounds like start eating the monster meat, it's not that bad. It's not that bad of a thing, because eventually, as you see here, you know, they do start. Oh shit, that one actually followed back here. No. Okay. So the hounds can follow you, so you got to be careful about that. I wonder if there's a way I could do this where... actually, here we go. So if I build a wall, say, right there. Okay, that's going to eventually take the... Okay. That might work. Oh, maybe not. Because that's the other thing is these things attack walls. But Muhammad404, thank you for the follow. I do appreciate that. Welcome to the Guardians, and I hope you enjoy your stay here. But even, you know, like even between waves, you know, and then when they summon them again, you just walk over here. So if one follows you, not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. You just attack it. And as you can see, sometimes stuff will just glitch out. Build a wall, make Don't Starve great again. But, you know, as you can see, I mean, we're getting tons and tons of monster meat quickly. So we do have the one lightning rod over here just to kind of protect yourself during, say, spring. So that, you know, like when it's raining and whatnot, you don't get struck by lightning. And the nice thing about farms like this is they're buildable by any character. Nothing that I've done here is specific to Wickerbottom herself. So if you play Wendy, if you play Willow, if you play Wolfgang, if you play WX78, if you play Maxwell, this is doable by any character. In the event of emergency, your monster beat can be used as a flotation device. And honestly, like, if you wanted to live in this little area, like, you could even do this. So let's put a bird cage down. Can I actually catch a bird while all of this is going on is the question. Let's try. I want those seeds. Alright. I'm curious to see if I can actually catch a bird without the elephant cactus murdering them. Now, the reason you don't get... Because, you know, the first question might be, well, Griever, why don't you just fertilize the elephant cactus up here so that, you know... so that, you know, you've got 2 rows of them attacking. Well, the reason is because eventually, as you have hounds come up, especially during the summer, they'll either wither like this or get uprooted entirely. So you want to make sure that you've got the one wall as well. Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Bat hound! Haha. Okay. Oh, we got hounds back there. That's not good. So yeah, I guess that's one thing to be careful of, which is why I like testing some of this stuff in other in basically throwaway worlds, is so that if something weird like that happens, I know that if I'm standing out over here, there's a good chance that I will have hounds spawn back here. See, give... Actually, you know what? Let's just do this. Can I get a bird from the add-on? Okay. So we'll wait till night, and we'll try that again. Oh, there's seeds out there. The great thing is even like once the hounds are focused on trying to attack these elephant cactus, you can walk out there and, you know, nothing will happen. And for some reason, and don't ask me why, the Varg AI, as soon as they see a wall, they keep trying to run towards it, but they won't actually kill it. Hey there, Asia, how are you? Alright, so we got our bird. Imprison. Alright, so they won't actually attack it. So now, we want to make sure this is doable during both times of the year. So we have a regular fire pit, and we have an endothermic fire pit. Move this over here a little bit. So now we have a little setup, so all this monster meat that we have, we can now cook it and turn it into eggs. So now, in theory, if you wanted to, you could sit behind your impenetrable wall of elephant cactus, next to the scary, scary Vargs, never run out of food, and never die. Because now we give the bird all of the eggs. Okay, so somebody made a good observation earlier, and I forget who it was. So tell me if that was actually you. But they asked about giants, and I don't entirely know. So let me look up elephant cactus real quick again on the wiki. Okay, so I don't need that reference point anymore. Elephant cactus on the wiki. Gonna hang out with my aunt in a bit. Ah, nice. Alright, so I want to look at the withered. Okay, it can be dug with a shovel. Replanting during dry season spawns an active. Replanting any other time spawns a withered. Can be fertilized with ashes. Digging up a withered elephant cactus yields 2 twigs. Can only be planted on magma turf, ashy turf, or volcano turf. Okay. When entering mild season, active elephant cactus will wither. When returning to dry season, a withered and or stump will grow into an active cactus. They're non-flammable when planted, although they still take fire damage and could be still used as fuel. Using them as fuel is ill-advised since they're relatively rare and non-renewable. Technically they are renewable, but you have to world hop and shipwrecked. Okay, let's see here. They can be planted, let's see here. Planted close enough together to block the movement of mobs and the player. Since they cannot be killed in this form, they can be used as indestructible walls. The Beargers or Tiger Shark's pound attacks will uproot them though. So that's good to know. So if you do this in Reign of Giants, like I have, during autumn, you want to make sure that you are not here when the Bearger attacks, because he will uproot these things. They're excellent for farming almost any mobs, ability defenses due to their AoE ability to be replanted, and associated armor, rendering the cacti harmless. Planting around a bee box to gather stingers and occasional honey. Surrounding a powder cake with 4 cacti will make an easy farm for gobblers, rabbits, crabbits, and anything attracted to the bait. Flowers can be planted around them to farm butterfly wings and butter. Dropping seeds around them and wearing a feather hat is a good way to farm birds. Form a defense against hound attacks with a grid of elephant cactus, which you see here. Farm spiders. They need to be planted at least 2.5 tiles away from the spider den to avoid destroying the den. Okay. Okay. Surrounding dragoon dens with many elephant cacti is a good way to farm dragon hearts and monster meat from dragoons. My sister always gets mad at me for not sleeping with pants on. So, oversharing with Griever, who actually wears clothes to bed is my question. Think I'm going to do it? Think I'm going to get a Fitbit? Now, another thing that I see here is because there's so much monster meat, eventually this monster meat is going to rot. So this acts as a great rot farm as well. You know, you basically come over here, you stand for a couple of days, you keep yourself fed with the bird cage and whatnot. And then basically you just wander off one night and let all of this rot, which is nice. Let's see here. Look at other Elephant cacti attack walls. Okay, here's a couple of things to note about playing with elephant cacti. Let's see here. Elephant cacti are immune to poison. Any Wendy or Maxwell players should be careful around elephant cacti since Abigail and Shadow Puppets cannot wear cactus armor and will always be attacked by the cacti. So, that's one thing to note here, is if you're going to do this farm as, say, a Wendy player, you only want to be here when Abigail is dead. Because otherwise, Abigail's going to come right over here and get angry with the elephant cacti and get herself killed. Okay, so one thing it suggested was butterfly wings and butter. Okay, let's try another couple of farms here. Only boxers. Okay, so I'm going to try to walk away from this with my Krampus sack without getting murdered. Oh wait, I've got God mode on. What do I care? Da 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 da. Let's do. Sleek hat. Damn it. Do your hound thing. Oh shit. Once again, as always, remember. Alright, let's just run off here. You know, as you run away from your farm, expect to fight hounds. Oh hey, there's the eye bone. Let's reveal our map again. So we can find a place to do a new farm. So copy. No, that's give all recipes. That's not what I want. Okay. Abigail only wants to help. No bully. You know what? Let's go back over to our monkey farm and see what's going on there. Let's see if the monkeys have taken over. Because that's the downside to the monkey farm, is you can't actually shut it off, per se. You can only basically be out of range of it for it to not function. Because it's not actively loaded. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'd come back over here and all of this would be. What else can I put in here for fuel? Nope. Okay. But the nice thing is that the monkeys, you know, they've only got one one purpose here. So even if you stand here, it's like, okay, no big deal. They all try to get that monkey ball. So even if you turn your flingamatics off, you know, you've still got... Okay, let's see. Let's do it... What's attracting those damn dirty apes? It's called a monkey ball. Or a silly monkey ball. So let me just kind of... Well, here, let's wait. We'll wait out the night real quick. It's made by 2 snake skins, a banana, or I'm sorry, a cave banana, which is, the same thing that the monkeys drop, and 2 ropes. And it acts as a permanent attractor to these monkeys. As you can see, it's kind of right there. And the way this farm works, for those of you that weren't here earlier, is withered elephant cactus always attract the attention of an ice phlegmatic. So if I turn this on, the phlegmatic's automatically going to try to fertilize withered cactus. But withered cactus can only be fertilized by ash, so the phlegmatic will constantly fling snowballs at the cactus. When you do that, it causes anything around it to be frozen, aka the monkeys. Now the reason the hay walls are here is because if you have a star caller staff and cast the spell, you get the little star right here on the hay wall. It lights all of these on fire. Then the phlegmatics, while trying to fertilize the cactus, put out the fire, and then the fire damage hurts the monkeys. So it acts as a banana farm, which, as we were showing earlier, banana pops. It's, a banana, a piece of ice, and why don't I have any twigs? See, give twigs 40. And 2 twigs makes a banana pop. And banana pops are great because they restore your sanity. So this is a sanity farm, more or less, if you want to look at it that way. See? Banana pop. Okay, so let's just leave this here. At least the monkeys can be preoccupied. Okay, so let's do this right here. Okay. Maybe go make some popcorn. You know what, Mr. Moleworm? You can have all this turf. I don't even care. Okay. give, let's do 10. I said 10. Turf. Volcano. Griever, I'm bored. Well, I don't know what to tell you, Vamp. I'm doing my best to entertain. I'm actually giving you guys a midday slash afternoon stream. That's insulting. He's trying to entertain us all. What's up, Rental? How you doing, man? Okay, so let's go ahead and put this turf down. Because, as always, we have to spawn in some more elephant cactus. Okay, spawn. Cactus active. Rip Moleworm. Okay, we don't really have to have it, but you know, just for the sake of whatnot. Now, unless you actively spawn, you cannot get cactus like this. Just FYI. So don't think that, you know, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna stack 15 of them on top of one another. Get myself another Cutlass Supreme. Okay, let's go ahead and knock these bad boys down. Now, as you can see there, my cactus armor takes a beating. So anytime you're trying to harvest elephant cactus like this, make sure that you have plenty of log suits on you, because you're going to lose, I think, 2% durability, if not more, on a log suit each time you attack one of these things. Tired from work, but doing okay otherwise. I'm not too bad today. You know, as I've been telling people, I'm finally making progress with my workman's comp, so that's good. because, you know, I've been out of work for a month and a half and haven't had any income, and things have gotten really, really tight. And I don't mean my waistline. Kappa. Okay, where's my shovel at? Oh, there's my shovel. Okay. You can relate? I really hope nobody can relate to my situation, because good God. From a while back, Okay, so we have elephant cactus, so we're just gonna, like, randomly place them. From being out of work, yeah. As always, you want to make sure you can move around. Alright, can I spawn myself some butterflies that I will be able to... Okay. So I do have to do this the hard way. Come here, Mr. Butterfly. No, no. Because I don't want the butterfly wings, I want the actual butterflies themselves. Been trying to look for an apartment for a while now. Let's see here. Just gonna put an obsidian fire pit down and make a couple straw rolls. Because these things put out the fire of 1,000 suns. Like, holy shit. Okay. So... Okay. So I'm learning things here. Okay, so I don't want... I want them definitely spread out. Because then I can plant flowers in between them like this. Okay. So then... get some ash. Gonna fertilize these. Okay. Now, once again, this is definitely a farm that you want to make sure that you have cactus armor for, because otherwise it's gonna suck. Let la farfalla... What? Okay, now this is going to be an example of another passive farm. Let's see here. Another cactus armor. So we're going to wait for the daytime on this one. And if it does what I think it's going to. Also, Where's some seeds? Those are toasted seeds. I don't want toasted seeds. I want regular seeds. Carrot seeds, bananas, birch nuts, cooked limpets. I know they're right here somewhere. Pigskin. I'm gonna do one of those. Oh, here we go. Okay, close. So I go bot Tristana to practice. Who's your support, Chaos? Okay. So we're going to make this a multi-purpose farm. Support Ivern. Oh god. Okay, so as you can see, we're already getting flowers, or crimson feathers, butterfly wings, some morsels. Now, the powder cake itself is actually going to serve a very specific purpose, which you'll see here in a moment. Because as everybody knows, we love killing turkeys in my stream here, because, you know, once again, they're annoying animals. Some morsels, butterfly wings, crimson feather. Oh look, butter. Oh wait, no, we don't want to pick up the seeds, because the seeds are what draw the birds in. And now, of course, eventually your seeds will rot as. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Your seeds will rot as the farm, you know, kind of goes on. But nonetheless. And then, of course, having the cactus armor protects you. 80% chance he just takes our jungles farm and I'm 1v2ing. Good practice. I need rot. Where is the rot? And of course, because we are Wickerbottom, we can make our infamous, no, not Birds of the World, Applied Horticulture book. Let's see, let's go ahead and put that That can all go in there, along with that. Those can go there. Okay. So, of course, walk over here. We read our book. And, oh look, we've got berry bushes to pick. Let's see if we can get a turkey. Nope, nothing. Okay. Well, let's try it again. Applied horticulture. Come on, turkey. Oh, 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 oh. What the? Okay, that was random. Storm Chasers, Ivern? What? That has to be bad masteries. Because that's a terrible idea. Now, the thing about this farm is once the nighttime hits, you won't get butterflies anymore, but you will still get birds. And you can always get a turkey at any time of the day. But, you know, remember, as you're picking stuff up, you don't want to just, like, hold down spacebar, because you'll accidentally pick up your flowers. Okay, C-spawn. We use 1. 2. 3. Okay, so that pretty. So basically, this is what I would recommend for the farm. And then let's see. Gonna go make popcorn. C give. Okay, let's plant some butterflies here, so we have more of them. Basically, I'm just trying to like fill up as many, you know, you want to make sure you maximize your butterflies. Okay, pick up the morsel. And of course, there's a lot of camera rotation going on. Okay, let's read our book again. C set sanity to 1. That way we don't have to deal with that sound. Alright. I'm trying to get the behavior. Okay, there it goes. Something is approaching. Okay, I'm not sure why the turkeys aren't being drawn into the powder cake. But basically what's supposed to happen is the turkey comes out of the berry bush. So, like, let's spawn... Actually, wait. I think I can do it this way. Can I spawn a turkey? Let's see. Mosquito. Weber's skull. More. Oh, raised dirt. There's got to be a turkey somewhere. Mandrake, mandrake soup. Fish, Fried drumstick. Apparently you can't. So, C spawn. Is it gobbler? Nope. Turkey. Nope. If it's alphabetical, it should be under gobbler. Yeah. Don't starve. Some of the prefabs in this game are kind of weird. Because the turkeys are called gobblers. And apparently the debug spawn for this one is not turkey, it's not gobbler, it's purd. What the fuck, Clay? I think your programmers were having a little too much fun. Okay, so C spawn purd. Where'd you go, home slice? Okay. Don't. Oh, hounds! Actual hound attack! Ah! Run! Save me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope! Now, obviously, you wouldn't want to do this with firehounds or anything like that, because yeah, that would end poorly. Something is approaching. Something just approached. Pick up monster meat. But like I was saying, in theory, the gobblers are supposed to run, or they're supposed to be attracted to the powder cake here, and basically just walk in and get themselves murdered. Game, please. Why are you giving me 2 hound attacks back to back like this? So yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand why they're running off like that. Pick up monster meat, pick up monster meat. Okay, so nonetheless, let's go ahead and dig these up, because obviously that's not working, and I don't know why. It may be because I'm trying to combine too many things into one farm, and it's quite possible that's the case. But either way, you know, with what you've got here, you know, 9 elephant cactus on some turf, you know, and just passively, you know your range so that you don't accidentally walk in here without cactus armor on. But as you can see, I mean, I'm getting crimson feathers, I'm getting jet feathers. Let's go ahead and plant another one. We're getting plenty of butterfly wings. We've gotten 1 thing of butter so far, which butter's actually, I'm wanting to say like a 1% drop, maybe? Don't starve. And butterflies only spawn during the daytime hours, so you'll never get them during dusk and overnight. The birds you can get throughout the entire day, though. So with all the, you know, with all that going on there, like, we don't necessarily need the powder cake. Let's see. Drops from butterflies at a 2% chance. So, like, you're not going to be rolling in butter, but at the same time, the fact that we've already gotten 1 butter already is actually kind of impressive, you know, with a 2% drop chance. But there's another farm as well. That, you know, I'll stand here for a second in case anybody wants to, like, screenshot it. Which they can if they want to. But it's just 6 elephant, you know, and you could do it with as small as, you know, you could do it as just 1 tile and 4 elephant cactus on the tile and then just surround it in flowers. I would think another way that you could do this to make this kind of cool is, okay, so let's, actually, can I burn that? I can't burn books. Kappa. Okay. Put that stuff down because I don't need it. So another cool thing that you could do with the same farm is if you happen to have a feather hat, and you can only do this with Wicker Bottom, okay? This part where it's at right now, done by any character, is perfectly fine. But Wicker Bottom can take it one step further with her Birds of the World book. So you equip a feather hat, which increases the amount of birds that drop. Stand in the center, read your book. That was just one reading. Well, let's read the book again. Now, as you can see here, this exponentially increases the amount of drops that you get, especially for feathers and morsels. Now, what makes this even more impressive is if you were to do it during the winter time. So, you know, with an autumn start, this would be after day 20. You would actually, instead of getting red birds, you would get blue birds, which for Wicker Bottom is important because a stockpile of blue feathers allows her to make blow darts of the azure feathers. So if you've, and this is also why a lot of Wicker Bottom players will look for a reed trap in their worlds, because it allows the Wicker Bottom to stockpile reeds very, very quickly. I try to get this cleaned up here. That's the problem I have with farms like this, is my OCD is like, oh my god, I must collect all the loot as fast as possible. But a Wicker Bottom player can exclusively use blow darts as, you know, her weapon, which is nice because, oh wait, guess what else we have, guys? We have a hound farm up here where we can get as many hound's teeth as we want to get. So we've got our food farm, our feather / butter farm, and our tooth trap farm. And so as a Wicker Bottom player, you're pretty much set with these 3 farms. Now, if our world happened to have a reed trap, and what a reed trap is I don't think I have one here. What the heck? I have an island that you can't get onto. I'm going to have to check that out. Yeah, it doesn't look like I have one. So what a reed trap is you'll have a swamp, and you'll have a section, like, say, about this big, that's full of this icon right here, which is the reeds themselves. Now, it will be surrounded by tentacles, so that you have to be careful for. But and then, you know, you just equip blow darts and say, oh look, it's a bird. I attack it. I'll just attack Chester to get rid of those. We got 40 feathers. Let's just do this. since, you know, it won't let us burn the books. Alright. One other thing that you guys have always asked about is fighting the tentacles. And I always told you I'd show you guys the trick of using Chester with it. So, once daytime hits, we'll run over and I'll show you what that's all about. Distributes 3 pieces of popcorn per person. Some pieces may be burnt. You cannot exchange them for unburnt pieces. Really, Vamp? Really? Let's see. Set sanity to 1. Okay. Come, Chester. Let us show the majority of how we fight tentacles. And I'm actually going to do this without God mode, with just regular gear. So spear. Okay, regular armor. We got a regular weapon. Chester's following us. Gotta put a football helmet on once we get there. Hey Glommer, what's up, buddy? Alright, so there's 2 ways to fight tentacles. The first way, once Chester catches up to us, is basically, let's see if I can find one here. Do. Come on. Where you at? What's up there, NCKOJJ? How you doing? Okay, so there's the first way to fight the tentacle is just the brute force way. So we have a tentacle right here. You walk up to it, wait for it to swing, you attack it once, and you walk away. Now, of course, you wear armor just in case it does tag you, so that way you've got some protection. Take it a second. And you only want to try to do 1 swing. There's no way you can sneak in a second attack without being taken down. And so, tentacle fought. Now, some people aren't as comfortable with their, I guess, kiting skills as I am. So I will show you an alternate method that uses Chester. Alright, so let's go find another one. I'm going to go ahead and eat this butter. Oh yeah, I said I was going to do this without God mode on. Obviously I didn't get hit last time, but, you know, maybe I did. Oh, I did get hit. Okay, so let's try that again. To show you guys without God mode. Okay, tentacle comes up. Hit. To show you that, yes, it is possible to do this without getting mauled. So, see? God mode was off. I fought. Got hit once. But no big deal. Okay. So, there was another tentacle. Yep, there's one right there. So, I'm going to show you guys a way you can kind of do this. So, you get Chester in the area. Okay. Okay. So, the tentacle is swinging at Chester, but Chester's not being hit. Okay. Walk around to the other side. And this way, you can just stand there, hold down the F key, and attack. And dead tentacle. So this is one way for newer players to kind of survive the swamp and farm tentacles at the same time. Now, I don't recommend doing this unless you absolutely have to. But it is a way of, you know, farming tentacle spikes, tentacle spots. Okay, get Chester a little closer here. Okay, Chester's getting hit. Push him out a little bit. Okay, now he's not getting hit, and then once again we just run to the other side. Hold down our attack key, and remember, we're not in God mode, so if we get hit, it actually hurts. And just like that, another tentacle is down. So, I apologize for not showing that trick sooner on stream, because it's something that I've been talking about for a couple weeks now. But it is very handy to use. So, let's see here. But with that, I think actually there's one thing I want to explore at least. I want to see what this. I want to see if this island over here is actually accessible or not. So we're just gonna run back this way. But how you doing there, AxeGI? Yeah, it is actually a pretty genius way to fight those things that not a lot of people think about. And the reason you use Chester compared to, say, something else is, one, Chester's easy to get a hold of. And two, Chester's health regenerates like crazy. So, already walking away like that, Chester's probably already back at full health. Let's see here. Just dump the berries off. Of course, there's the monkeys from earlier. Okay, Chester, you can sit here. Make myself another lantern. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this. Alright, let's get over there. I already knew Chester was a tank, but now he's actually a ninja. Your favorite weapon is mass forest fires. Okay. Well, I'll be damn. It's actually an island that you cannot get to in World Gen. But there is actually a way to get over there. You just have to have... where's it at? You just have to have a lazy explorer. Then all the meat is already cooked. So basically, if you have a lazy explorer, you can telepoof over. And it acts as a bridge. But if you telepoof over and your lazy explorer expires, then you're kind of SOL. But yeah, it's just a spider island. So actually, if you wanted to, if you had a world gen like this, now sometimes islands like this will generate with a wormhole on them, because as you can see, we don't have too many wormholes. But I've seen islands generate like this with a wormhole, so that's one way to get over here. But these islands are perfect for the Varg farms. It means the spiders can't get to you, and don't try to get over there. But how else am I going to have fun with the spiders? Oh god, I can't say. Little spider kiting for you guys. I hope a spider eats you. But yeah, so I mean, if you wanted to, this, you know, there's lots of uses for islands like this. In fact, I love having islands like this because it means I can section something off over here, and as long as I'm near the island, it counts as active, and then I just, you know, telepoof back and forth to pick up loot. Now, some people, you know, they wonder, they're like, okay, how do I spread, like, there's ways where you can have, what do they call them? Petal farms. And the way they're done is if you have, actually, let's go stand right here in the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are considered what are considered as homeless bees. And if you have homeless bees, they will eventually, they basically, since they have no honeycomb to go back to, they will pollinate the flowers, and then, you know, after a few days, you'll see more and more flowers show up. Let's do see God mode. Turn that back on, so I have to worry about hunger and all that. Didn't really know what to do with it. You have some plans if it happens again. Well, actually, you know what? I'll show you what I would do with an island like this. First off, I'd make sure I'd cut all the trees down. Let's go ahead and drop that. Drop that. Drop that. Drop that. Actually, I'll show you guys another trick here. Okay, so let's see. Give. I can probably do this. So I know I can find monster meat here somewhere. Cooked monster meat works. Okay, so people always ask me, they're like, you know, because a lot of players will build farms early on in their game, and while I don't necessarily encourage that, farms can be effective in the hands of a correct player. But a lot of players have a hard time getting, say, the manure for farms. Well, here's a trick. Okay? So if you've got Mr. Pig here, and you feed him 4 pieces of monster meat, he becomes what's called a werepig. Alright? So watch this. And remember the butterfly farm and bird farm that we had? So we get all these butterfly wings and morsels. And you can do this with butterfly wings, morsels, petals that you pick up will also serve the same purpose. Like a stack of 40 petals will give you 40 manure. And so this is a trick I always show new players, and I do this when I play, because I lurk in the Don't Starve streams on Twitch a lot, seeing, you know, like, just checking out the community and, you know, how people play and whatnot. You know, and I joined a Don't Starve server about a week ago to help out some new players that I was lurking in one of their streams. And I showed them this trick, and they were like, "Oh my god, you were a genius." And I'm like, I'm not really a genius, I just know how to abuse the effects. So And of course, Mr. Werepig is going to get his butt kicked here. Because all the pigs are going to come and defend their brethren. Now you could kill him yourself, it doesn't matter. But I'll just go ahead and start picking all this up. And as you can see, there's lots and lots of manure. Now the nice thing about the werepig is you see he dropped 2 meat and a pig skin. I love the use of werepigs for this simple fact. 2 meat, a pig skin, and a couple twigs gets you the all-encompassing ham bat. So every time you have 4 pieces of monster meat, you can get yourself a ham bat. Every time. And ham bats are really nice when fighting spider dens, because as you attack the spider dens, it of course doesn't lose durability. Okay, so we're over here. Let's go ahead and use an obsidian axe. Got carried both solo lanes and jungle. Got S- and S. Nice. Now, obsidian tools, one thing to note about them is as they heat up, they will be more effective. They'll start to put off light and heat, which is important for the winter time. It's bad during the summer. But as you can see, you know, I'm starting to chop down trees really fast here. Oh, God mode is not on. Just did what a good Tristana does and pushed hard. That's pretty much, you know, what you do with Tristana is just, you know, farm and be ready for late game. Unless you can get ahead. Now, one thing you have to be careful of with obsidian tools, and I'm going to show what happens here, is eventually they will get so hot that they will... Where's it at? You can see it's turning red here. Yeah, you see, it caught the tree on fire. So, usually you have to have like a backup tool or something like that. Okay, seriously, spiders? Doing this so I can see. Can they burn down the trees you're cutting? Yes, they can. I just happened to get lucky to chop fast enough that when I chopped the first time, it caught the tree on fire, and then I chopped a second time, and the tree fell over, and so it wasn't on fire anymore. Sippo CZ, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Guardians, and I hope you enjoy your stay here. Okay, as you can see, it takes some time for the tools to actually cool off. Oh, I was wondering what that sound was. I don't know if you guys heard it, but it was one of the cats in the house here meowing. Okay. Now the other thing here is, like, if I took my sleek hat off, even though the obsidian axe is in my inventory, it still produces light for me. So obsidian tools are another way, like, you can heat them up like this and then use them as light at nighttime. You can drop them in the ocean to cool them down all the way if you're in shipwreck. So what's the point of crafting this? Crafting what? Like why I'm clearing all the trees off? Is that what you're asking? They're very effective tools. They are. I love them. Oh, hey, we have our first tree guard. Okay. So this is something that people always have troubles with. They're like, okay, Griever, what do I do? Alright, so let's do this. We're going to turn God mode off. We're going to put our log suit back on. Actually, we're going to do this for a second. Okay, so this is how you fight these. You get them to swing, and you go 1, 2, 3. I think it's 3. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But as soon as you see that animation for them to swing to start, that's when you want to run away. Now here's the other thing you got to be careful of with the obsidian tools. When I turned the God mode off, I started overheating instantly. Because they do put out a lot of heat. Okay, so let's turn God mode back on. But, you know, like when I'm fighting monsters and stuff like that, I just kind of want to show you guys that it is possible to do, you know, without having to do any, like, crazy strats or anything. Crafting the obsidian axe, wasting precious resources. Well, you can actually set up a dragoon farm. Which I'll actually do that here. So you guys can kind of see. Oh shoot, caught everything on fire. RIP! I guess this works. Oh god. Oh god. Just don't catch the other one on fire. Well, god dang it. Oh well. Okay. So, we kind of cleared the island off in an unintentional way. Okay, so... Well, that was awkward. Either way, I can spawn in a tier 3 spider den. This just allows me to get a little more effective with my my crafting. Okay, manure, that. I should have had a tropical fan on me. Is this what you wanted? Yeah, see, one chop when your axe is that heated up lights pretty much anything on fire. Whoosh. Whoosh, look at all of it. Honestly, this doesn't bother me at all. So see, now when Vamp plays Don't Starve Shipwrecked, you know, she'll this is what she'll want to do. She'll be like, Griever, how do I get the fire axe again? Okay, finish chopping these down. Okay, so here's what I would do with an island like this, for those wondering. Okay, so we have a nice open area here. I'm going to pick this up, that up, that up. What I would do is I would build some type of farm here. Now, if you're playing Reign of Giants only, I would recommend using bunny hutches. Okay? So, what this is going to do, first things first, before I do that, I want to put this over here so the bunnies don't attack me. Are all the charcoal and ash you could ever ask for? Yes. If you guys haven't noticed, Vamp's a bit of a pyromaniac. Okay, and by the way, just to elaborate, yes, I am using mods, but I'm only using two very specific mods. The first one is combined crafting tables. So it allows me to craft things from Shipwrecked in Reign of Giants that you normally would not be able to do. And the other mod that I use is geometric placement, so I can make things look nice. Okay, seriously, bunny, get the fuck out of the way. The ham bat, even though it technically is a meat product, it does not count as a meat product as far as the bunnies are concerned. Okay. Yes, I am secretly a willow. Alright, bunnies, 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 bunnies. More and more bunnies. Okay, seriously, get the hell out of the way. Now, of course, crafting this many bunny hutches will take a while, unless you have a fire farm, which I can show you guys how to build. But, you know. Let's see, do I want to... Yeah, let's do one more. That is true. She actually did burn down the base. Oh, I had to roll back a DST server once because she burned it down. Okay, seriously, bunnies? Oh my god. Get the fuck out of my way. I'd attack you if it wasn't for the fact that it would drive all the bunnies nuts. No, not that. I want this. Okay, so we've got lots and lots of bunnies here. And then what I would do is I'd plant a spider nest right here in the center. But I'm going to spawn in a tier 3 nest. So spider, den, don't starve. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, so I want C spawn spider den 3. Okay, so what happens is, of course, the spiders come out, the bunnies attack the spiders, and the bunnies actually regenerate health. So this acts as a sustainable farm. Okay, you can close that now. And of course, as you can see, they've already mauled all of the spiders. And the nice thing about this is that, what the hell? Oh, there's a spider all the way over here. Okay. The nice thing about this setup is that eventually, of course, this will become a spider queen. And all of these bunnies can take out a spider queen. So, let's see, I've got God mode on. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see here. Don't starve, console. I'll show you guys what happens, you know, as time kind of goes on here. Because spiders and bunnies only come out at night unless you aggravate the den. Why are you guys doing this? Get to your rabbit hutches. Like, get to your actual rabbit hutch. And then sometimes the bunnies are just stupid like this. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm going through the commands on the wiki. Let's see. Alright, let's see if this does it. Now, normally, as you do this, you know, of course, the spiders will come out, they'll eat the monster meat, so you'll be left with spider glands and silk. um, and whatnot. So, I mean, basically, this is what I would do with something like this. And the other nice thing is I'll actually wait for this to get to the, the actual end of the day. Let's see, what do I want? I want a piece, I want a carrot is what I want. I want one of those. Okay, so I've got a carrot on me. Let's see. Football helmet, so I have that. Okay, C set hunger to 1. Health and sanity I can worry about in a second. Okay, so I'm basically waiting till the end of the day here. Just kind of goofing around. So let's see what's going on in chat. Let's see. More fire. I was looking for firewood, but accidentally started the wrong fire. Oh, when you're talking about DST, yeah. Did make my first pig fire farm yesterday to farm Krampus. It was funny. Actually, there's an interesting way to farm Krampus that I'll show you guys here. So while I wait here, let me look up the lunar calendar guide. Hey there, Karnith. By the way, for all of the new people in here, if you join my Discord, which there is actually a link to it, there's a command to go to the next segment. Yeah, I'm being lazy. But if you go into my Discord, there is a channel specifically for Don't Starve, and there's a bunch of things that I have pinned, like a Don't Starve Crockpot Simulator, how to build a fire farm by Axe, inventory management, calendars, all sorts of stuff. Let's see, lunar calendar, full moon, 20 to 20, 25 to 26. Okay, we can do that. You know about the full moon glitch? Okay. Well, not everybody might, but I'll still show it off. Let's see here. Of course, butterflies are out. Go ahead and drop an obsidian fire pit, because why not? Dry ourselves off here. And allows me to get rid of all that charcoal in my inventory. Let's see. Turn that off for a second. Basically just trying to dry off and whatnot. Because I'm about to destroy my sanity anyway, so I don't care about it. Okay, so of course all the bunnies are out. And this is how you can use certain... Because I like to basically use farms for multiple purposes. So if you've got a bunch of bunnies like this, and you have, of course, most people have got glommer by this point. So let's make myself some glommer's goop. So go ahead and pick this up. Now, if you eat glommer's goop, obviously it's going to destroy your sanity. And the nice thing is once your sanity gets low enough, it turns bunnymen into beard lords. So then what you do is, of course, as they attack spiders, so give one of them a carrot to make it friendly, and then you have them attack one another. Come on. Okay. I forget. I've got God mode on, so I don't even care. But as you can see, like, you can make the bunnies attack one another. And look what it drops. Beard hair. Okay, let's see. Set health, sanity to 100. Okay, so it gets rid of that. So, bunny hutches make great beard hair farms for players who are not Wilson. So if you ever wonder how you make a meat effigy when you're not playing Wilson, this is how you do it. You either kill bunnymen or you kill the beardlings, which are the little rabbits that you get out of the rabbit holes. And that's what you do. Okay. So let's turn God mode off for a second. Let's telepoof across. Turn God mode back on. Okay, where was Glommer's statue at? So that's what I would do with an island like that, because, you know, like, let's say I'd set my base up over here, or even like right in here. I can just, as long as I'm close enough, the bunnies and the spiders will keep fighting, and it's basically an automatic silk farm. Let's see. Glommer statue is right there. So let's run to that. Where did I leave my Krampus sack? Oh, I left it over there. I was like, wait a second, I'm missing something here. Okay, let's see here. And for the, you know, as I keep walking by this, I'll show this to you guys. Here's the banana pop farm that we made earlier at the start of the stream. And if you guys want, you know, like, I'm not going to go too much in depth to it right now, but if you guys want information on how I've made any of these farms, I'm basically going to make this stream one giant highlight, which is why I haven't been playing music like I normally do when I stream, so that people can actually, you know, come back and look at the stream and go, okay, so that's how we made this farm. I wonder if I should destroy the rabbit village and the caves to build this. Destroying a bunny house, drop bunny puff things. Yes. So basically, if you destroy, I think it's 2 rabbit hutches, will give you the materials to make 1 rabbit hutch. Okay, I'm gonna walk over here. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys what's called the Glommer relog glitch. Some of you have said already in chat that you know how to do it, but I don't think I've actually showed it off, like, actually on stream for people to use. So of course, going to wait for daytime to hit, and then I'm going to set it to the next. Okay. And then a regular log suit. We're going to go ahead and put that hand bat down because it's eventually going to spoil. We do have a tentacle spike and a cutlass supreme. Okay, and the other thing that I make sure I do is that I always make sure I have a campfire over here, because obviously doing this during the winter time poses certain problems. I'm just kind of cleaning my inventory out here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and make some straw rolls for fuel while I can. Okay, I think it was 25. Okay. So, let's see here. Okay, get clock, make next day. 23, 24, 25. And of course we're in wintertime. Let's see, something is approaching, so we'll kill the hounds that are coming up. The thing with this glitch is not to be too greedy. Well, I'll show you exactly what I do. And this won't be using God mode or anything like that, so you guys, you know, there's no shenanigans of having God mode on or anything like that while I do this trick. I'm leaving it on now for the time being just to, you know, so I don't have to deal with stupid stuff. Okay. So that should be all the hounds. Oh, nope, one more. God bless it. You die. Okay. So while we wait for nighttime here, do you guys have any questions for me for like what you've seen, or maybe, you know, you want some tips or something for your game? Because I'm probably only going to be streaming a little bit longer this afternoon, but I will be streaming tonight, and I'll, instead of doing like the tricks and stuff that you guys have seen this afternoon, I'll actually be playing on my actual save file with no cheats or anything like that, so you guys can see what I've actually accomplished, you know, in my playthrough. Do. Okay, actually got to check some other things here in real life, like been getting some text messages, so let's see who's messaging. Oh, my mother has been. Switched it to, okay. Okay. Oh, hey, Karnith. I got something for you, since you normally taunt me with this in Discord. This actually showed up in my Facebook memories from a couple years ago. Okay, so now we're to the evening. Do I prefer building a big base in Shipwreck World or the Reign of Giants world? I prefer the Reign of Giants world, to be honest. Simply for the fact is, I think it's easier to survive in Reign of Giants than it is in Shipwrecked. But that's because I've had a lot more hours in Reign of Giants than Shipwrecked. Now that being said, it's not that I don't go into Shipwrecked to get things now and again, but generally speaking, and this is just in my opinion, Shipwrecked leads to a more nomadic lifestyle with a very small base or small bases on several different islands, whereas Reign of Giants promotes more of a mega base style, let me take over the entire, you know, like with this world, like I could build a gigantic base like just in this area or even on this peninsula right here, and then just slowly sprawl out throughout the entire world as I clean it out of resources. Let's see, where did I already use that? Must have put it down. Okay. Is there any way to combine Reign of Giants and Shipwreck landmass-wise? No, there's not. Is that what we're going to do in DST? Yes, Vamp, that's exactly what we're going to do in DST. Is we're slowly going to make our base bigger and bigger and bigger as time goes on. So, yes, we'll have, you know, like, the way I look at it is, okay, so we take over this entire area, and let's say this is a DST map. So one section here, like, will be all drying racks for meat, and then you'll have next to it, say, a kitchen with nothing but crock pots and ice chests. And then, like, over here, we'll have farms for twigs, grass, trees, berry bushes, things like that. Let's see here. I think the same way. Then what items do I bring from Shipwrecked? I bring... let's see. I've brought over the doidois. I've brought over bamboo and vine plants. I've brought over coffee plants. I've brought over a few elephant cactus. Let's see here. What else have I brought over? I'm thinking of stuff that's actually useful in Reign of Giants. Now, since I'm running the combined... Okay, actually, let's do this first. So, Glommer trick time. So the first time, you walk over here, you attack Glommer. And you do this at night, okay? So you wait for the first Krampus to come, wherever he's at. Oh, Krampus. Krampus, seriously, where are you? Did my Krampus not spawn? Okay. Well, we'll log out, log back in. You can travel between Reign of Giants and Shipwreck. Yes. Yes, you can. This is the game that I'm playing right now. See how it's got the Shipwrecked and Reign of Giants icon? That is a combined world save. Alright. Need the traps to take those fuckers down. Okay, so Glommer should come again. Okay, now we're starting to get them. So here's Krampus, and because you do this at night, they fall asleep. Okay, so you just kill that one, and I just leave the stuff laid around here. There should be another one, maybe. Maybe, kind of, sorta. Guess not. I mean, we are only on day 25. Set a forest on fire so the gobbler gets caught in the blaze. But this is the Glommer relog trick. So if you kill Glommer with the flower still on the statue, and then log out and log back in, it forces the game code to say, okay, Glommer needs to spawn. It's a full moon. And this is how you farm the Krampus sack, at least in my opinion. Okay, where'd you spawn? Krampus. Oh, there he is. Haha, right next to me. Now, because it's so early in the game, you know, like day-wise, you only get one Krampus per Glommer kill. When you hit 40 or so days, you start getting 2, maybe 3. And then, like for mine, in day 175, every time I do this, I get 4 Krampus per Glommer kill. Yeah, day 1 to 25, it's only 1 Krampus. Yeah, that's pretty much accurate. And then I literally I do this pretty much every day, or every full moon. And the nice thing about it is it acts as a good, food source as well, because I get the monster meat, which I can then turn into, oh, dang it, I didn't want, too many buttons. I fat fingered stuff. Good lord. Because I can turn the monster meat into cooked monster meat, feed it to a bird, get eggs, make meatballs. That's why I always tell people, people always say, they're like, oh, I've had days, especially new players, they're like, I've actually starved to death. And I tell people, I was like, okay, first off, it's not something to be ashamed of, dying to starvation. But look at your world and think about, okay, I'm actually going to spawn a couple Krampus at a time because I don't really care. I can fight these things. Look at the world around you and see what opportunities there are for food. Which there's actually quite a ton. There's berry bushes all over the place. There are carrots randomly stuck in the ground that you can eat. I always tell new players, build a bird cage as fast as you can. Simply for the fact that that's what kind of expands the food supply. Alright, I'm going to log in and out one more and then kind of pick Glommer's flour. Simply through the fact that any food that you have, say that's rotting, for example, because I tend to play as Wickerbottom a lot, and she doesn't like spoiled food. Give it to the bird, get a fresh egg out of it, and the nice thing is if you've got a bird cage and say you've got eggs that are rotting, cook the eggs, feed them to the bird, you get fresh eggs out of it. Okay, let's go. Oh, hey, we got a couple of these guys. Okay, and then at the end of this, I just pick the flour, and I have Glommer. And of course, you've got all of this Glommer's goop and monster meat and whatnot to clean up. Actually, let me do this. Mode. Oh, seriously, you're going to do that? Okay. Doesn't like capitals. So you've got all this goop and whatnot, and of course you've got the Glommer wings, which I usually just I throw them in the fire. There's because you've only got the one flour. I guess the end is when you get the Krampus sack. No, actually, Cerber. The end is whenever you want it to be. Warm up here, so I don't have that around the edge. You can, play and play and play and play, and it doesn't, it doesn't matter. Okay, seriously, just get rid of that then. It's, the end is whatever you want it to be. Now, let's see here. Give all recipes. And minimap. Okay. Let's see here. Sherbiker, thank you for the follow. You can actually do it during the second full moon if you get the flower. True. And if you really wanted to, you could kill Glommer and you could farm. This would be a perfect time to farm old bells. If, that was your desire. Okay, so let's see. What other farms shenanigans can I show you guys? Actually, let's go check out our Varg Farm real quick, since it's winter time, and we can kind of see how it works with the ice hounds. I don't think I could stop until I got the sack. I've gotten lucky a couple times on stream. Fuck these birds. Where Like I think the earliest I've gotten one is day 9. Day 9 first drop, which is literally the earliest that you can get for the Krampus sack. And I did it on stream one night. I was just, because I was in a world like this, just goofing around, showing people things, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh my god, it's a Krampus sack, guys. Now, remember this from earlier, guys, and how I told you, if you did it during the winter time, you could get the Azure Feathers, which would allow a Wicker Bottom player, or any other player as well, to get Azure Feathers. Well, stand in the center with your cactus armor on and read Birds of the World. Now, I don't move because I don't want to scare the birds off, but as you can see, look at all those feathers and morsels. Alright, I'm going to leave the Krampus sack there. I don't necessarily need it. I swear I'll bully you IRL if you kill Glommery. You don't scare me, Chaos. Let's see here. I killed like 200 Krampus on my last save and still didn't get the sack, and then I died by Krampus. Yeah, it happens. Now, see where remember I was talking about earlier how all that monster meat would rot, so this acts as a rot farm? Okay. They're doing their thing now. Excuse me, my good sirs. You are not supposed to be back here. No. Okay, there we go. And then, of course, you have the fire pits here, so you can stay warm or cold during the winter time. We'll just kind of hang out here for a minute, watch for ice hounds, and things like that. Scare the birds off. Of course you would, Vamp. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, hell no you didn't. Haha. You're all gonna die. Now, hopefully they don't take out one of the cactus. Okay, so if this happens with this farm, this is what you do to fix it. First off, I'm gonna harvest this bird cage, swap the birds out because I like the bluebirds more. We're gonna murder that. So if this happens, all you do is you dig up your elephant cactus. Gotta make sure that you can actually place it. Oh, there's that too, okay. Because, things happen. Okay, so we now have a withered cactus. And just like last time, let's see here. We want ash, so C give ash. We only need 1. Oops. And you just fertilize it, and boom, back to normal. Bird murderer! And the nice thing is even though it's a full moon, we still have all of our lanterns here that gives us light. Oh, that sounded like a ice hound that died. Yep, see, there's one. And just like during any other season, the ice hounds die, they drop their loot. And of course the Vargs are doing their thing. I remember, like I was saying, that, if you've got eggs that are starting to go bad, just take them to the campfire. Just like this. and then come to your bird and go, I'm going to give you the cooked remains of your unborn children, and you're going to give me fresh food. Savage, but funny. How hard is it to lure Vargs without God mode? Actually, to build something like this, you don't even have to lure them. So, basically, you see this thing right here? That is what's called a telelocator focus, okay? And if you have a telelocator staff and 3 purple gems, which I'll make right now. So what you do is you give the little focuses the purple gems, which, you know, might be a little hard with the... Okay, seriously, your fat asses are in the way. Ah! Can I come over here? Ah! Okay, seriously? This okay, you're getting a little annoying here. Fine. You're gonna make me do it this way. Oh my god, why are they so fat? Okay. So you've got your telelocator focus with 3 gems in it. And I'm actually going to walk away now while I can, so the hounds don't come after me. Then you get these guys. And this is what you always have to be careful about with a farm like this, is as you walk away, hounds will come after you. So you have to be prepared for that. We'll just go... We'll go over this way. We'll walk a fair distance away. Okay. So let's say, it's winter time, you're hunting your koalaphants, and all of a sudden, let's see, spawn, warg. Oh god, it's a warg. What do I do? Telelocator staff. Hey, big guy. Poof. Go away. Just the one? Oh, nope, there's the other one. I was like, there's always 2. And so, okay, now we're like, all right, let's go see if that worked. Do. Penguins can die in a fire. Oh, why are you over there? Okay, that's not supposed to happen. But somehow, when I summoned him over here, it, I guess, glitched? Okay, that's random. We'll probably have to do some maintenance on our elephant cactus here soon. But this is why you test stuff like this. Is so that when you do it in your actual world, you don't fuck it up royally, like I just did my desk here. Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. Alright, so that Varg finally died. But the moral of the story is that oh, come on here. Why isn't this working? Sorry, I'm borrowing a desk and it's a little funky. The moral of the story is use a telelocator focus. You build your farm first, and then you use your telelocator focus to bring in the Varg. And then, you know, everything else is farming for you. So, in theory, we've actually got 3 Vargs here now. Since, you know, they want to be stupid. Now, the nice thing about this farm compared to one that I've done on stream before is that it doesn't care how many hounds come after you. Is that, you know, you can just sit here and, you know, as you can see, even 6 hounds, it doesn't matter. Now, one way that you could do this to where, like, if you're nervous about fighting the hounds, is build yourself a second telelocator focus, say, like, back in your base. So I'm actually going to run off, and I'll kind of show this idea. Didn't think it had the space, so it glitched out, and that's probably what happened, to be honest. You know, most people that have done Varg farms, they say that they don't recommend doing more than one Varg, simply for the fact that it can overwhelm whatever farm setup that you've done. Okay, so let's say that you're nervous about that farm and whatnot. So we'll pretend that our base is back over here. And so this is what you would do. Because getting into it's easy. Getting out is the problem. Okay? So we'll build ourselves a second telelocator focus right here. And we'll go ahead and put... Nope. Nope. What am I doing? Go ahead and put our gems in. Okay, so that's set up, and that's ready. And every time you go to that farm, you want to make sure that you refill this stand. Stupid monkeys. Okay, so we're going to go back to the farm. No, 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 no. Starts to burn my Discord. Well, what's new, Cardiff? Now, the nice thing is because we haven't been close enough to the Varg farm, is that it's probably killed all the hounds at this point. So we can just kind of... Whoa, that's a lot of hounds. Okay, maybe not. So, definitely having more than the appropriate... or having more than one Varg is probably not the best idea. Whoops. Oh dear God. It can be a way to overcharge WX78. Yes, you can use a telelocator staff to overcharge WX78. There's actually a way, and I'd have to create a different save file to test it out. What's new is I have homemade Mountain Dew ice cream. Nice. Okay, put that back on. Okay, so we're over here. We're doing our thing. Oh, our cactus armor is dead. Awkward. Oh, look, we've got an extra one. But yeah, what I always tell people is, like, with this setup, make sure you have the cactus armor so that the elephant cactus attacks don't affect you. Otherwise, standing over here, you'll kill yourself. But you're like, I really just don't trust myself getting out of here without dying to all of these hounds. So, let's equip it. And use it on ourselves. And, oh look, it sent us back to our base. Okay, now, because I teleported, of course, I do not have God Mode active anymore. C, set sanity to 1. So that would be how I would get in and out of a base like that. What's up, Reggie? The overly tired viewer who's about to collapse from exhaustion. Please give me energy. So, you know, that teleported us from right here all the way over to where our other focus was. Now, if you happen to have 2 of these set up, charged with purple gems, I think it's random which one it'll send you to. So, keep that in mind. This just cracks me up. What's up with all the non-Gokus these days? Do you guys want me to try to do a farm? There's a way that you could farm overcharge on WX78. Do you guys want to see me try to put one together? Because I can create another world playing as WX. Because I think I pretty much... Because this farm was the whole reason I started the stream this afternoon, is I wanted to test putting something like this together. And then, of course, with all the new people, I started showing other stuff off. But that might be the last thing I would show before I actually try to get some stuff done tonight. Go ahead and just turn this farm on again, just for the hilarity of it. WX78 seeds. No, basically a way to farm overcharge for WX78 is what I was talking about. Cast spell. But yeah, this is a banana and morsel farm. For those that were wondering what I was actually doing earlier. Let's do it. Alright.